All right, everyone, we are going to start by drawing our very first piece. It's going to be this cube right here. This is going to learn the basics on how to begin using OnShape. The first step is going to be going to our class. Whatever class you are in, you will select it. These are the names. You will go to that class. I'm just going to choose this first period here. You'll go to your assignment. You'll go to part 1. Obviously, my view looks a little bit different. I can go back and see what yours look like. But you will go there, begin the class, and it will start you at a new document. I'm going to open a new document myself just so that I have it. This will be part 1. You will not have to name yours. When we start, this is going to be our starting point every time. You're going to have your front, top, and your right planes. So a couple of vocab words we need to go over. Front, top, and right. We have our origin, which is going to be that dot that highlights yellow when I hover over it. The other thing is going to be planes. There are going to be 3 different planes, just like graph paper, where you have your x and your y axis. These planes are going to be your, in this case, this will be your x plane, so your front plane, top, and right. They're really just starting points for you because the origin is going to be, as a computer would read it, 0, 0 on graph paper. To start, we're going to start with our front plane highlighted. We are going to click Sketch up at the top left. When I do that, I now need to turn my view, so I'm actually looking at Sketch 1. If you can see, this window does drag. Just make sure it stays open. See where it says Sketch 1? I want to be looking at that clearly. This cube up at the right, all it does is it changes your view. So I'm going to click front, so now I'm looking at the front. What I will begin with is a rectangle. When I have a rectangle, there are a few to choose from. Always go to the drop down so you choose the correct shape. Rectangles, circles, other shapes offered here within the drawing tools. There are multiple options. Always go to the drop down and make sure you're selecting the right one, because if I did not go to the drop down, I would choose a corner rectangle. Well, we want to choose a center point rectangle. A center point rectangle is what it sounds like, starts at the center. So we are going to click once on our origin, drag out, click again. This is going to be a 4" by 4" by 4" cube. So if I hover over these numbers without clicking them, that white box is saying, hey, your number's highlighted, ready to be deleted, start typing something in. I'm going to type in 4, enter, 4, enter. And now I am currently done with this sketch. I'm going to change my view, though, for the next portion, which is going to be adding material. Right now I have the parameters. I need to add material. To do that, I like to change my view to isometric. So this shaded box here, where camera and render options, we're going to click the down arrow, and we're going to go to isometric view. Now there are also lots of different options in here: isometric, dimetric, trimetric. Isometric is going to be the view we look at, because what this is saying is we're looking at this shape at a 30-degree angle in all directions, so we can see the most information on all sides. You'll notice that will be more important when we get into more difficult drawings. I'm going to put my Sketch 1 tab up back at the top so it looks more like your screen will. And we're going to add material. Extrude is your #1 favorite tool. If you read that real quick, it says create, add to, subtract from, or intersect parts. So when you press the extrude button, you are going to be starting out new, right? Since we don't actually have any material there. That sketch is just giving the boundaries to add material. We're going to be set at new. You should always be working in a solid, at least in this class. You'll be using solids only. And our depth is going to change to 4 inches. Now, what I like to do, this is just me, is I like to make everything symmetrical, so that original front view that I'm on is going to be where I added 2 inches in front of it, 2 inches in the back. It just keeps everything centered. Do you have to do that? No, it's not the end of the world. Last thing is going to be pressing our green check. Once I press that green check, I am saying, all right, everything is done. If you did not press that green check and you press the red X, you'd have to go back through that extrude feature. Yeah, that's about it. When you are done with this, you are going to turn it in OnShape. You will get further instruction from me on that. Have a good rest of your day.